are back. Happy Saturday to you. As always, I hope you're having a great Saturday and a great weekend so far. I know it's been a great weekend and a great week for me, for sure. My name is Don Terrell, and I want to welcome you to another great episode of The Color of Motion, where I like to say, hey, stories come in all shades. And I highlight people of color and diverse backgrounds in the industry of motion graphics, animation, visual effects, cartoons, and comics. This space that I'm just ecstatically crazy about. Just super glad and excited today. It's going to be just us today. I am going to be doing a wrap up of, hey, the Houston ComicPalooza that I attended last weekend. So I'm looking forward to sharing all of that with you, sharing some great video I took, images, had a blast talking about, going to talk about the panels I was on. I did 2 panels, one Saturday. So you want to be a YouTuber, talking about just being a YouTube content creator. And then another panel Sunday, Melanin on the mic, people of color, podcasters, and live stream. I think I was the only live streamer there, really, technically live streamer. Everybody else was podcasters for the most part, but had a super great time. So like I said, looking forward to just kind of telling you my experience there. This is my second year attending. Like I said, last year I attended the ComicPalooza just as kind of a guest, an attendee. But it was my first Comic-Con ever. And so it was just an amazing experience for sure. You know the drill. Jump on, say, hey, let me know where you're tuning in from, because like I said, this episode is just us again having a great conversation. Definitely want to hear from all of you that may have been or are going to a Comic-Con. I know San Diego, I think, is going on right now. San Diego Comic-Con, the main one. And definitely that's on my bucket list to attend. Maybe next year, attend San Diego Comic-Con. Definitely would love to go to that one since it's the main one. But like I said, there's so many Comic-Cons around the country going on that people are attending. Definitely want to hear if you've been to a Comic-Con, you know, what your experience is. Like I said, a lot of great stuff to share with you today for sure. So let's kind of get some of the housekeeping out the way. Make sure that, you jump on over to the Facebook group community, facebook.com/groups/The Color of Motion. Get engaged, become a part of the family. Like I said, we're having a lot of fun over there. It's growing, sharing a lot of industry news, and like I said, just having all around fun over there. So definitely make sure that you hop on over there and get plugged in for sure. As always, like I said, we're always streaming every Saturday afternoon for the most part. Yeah, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook pages and groups. But make sure that you connect with me on all my social channels here. Like I said, Behance, Instagram. I've been trying to do more, like I didn't get a chance to do it. Maybe after the show, I'll do a quick Instagram live. But I did do some Instagram lives down at the ComicPalooza, and didn't get a chance to do any TikToks. But I was broadcasting from the Facebook group and doing some Instagram lives from the Color of Motion Instagram live page. So hopefully you check some of that out. Like I said, I shot so much video, and it was really hard to get it down to a reasonable time Like I said, it's a little long. We're gonna check it out in a little bit. It's a little long, but like I said, so much content that I took, whether it was pictures or video, that was really hard. Kind of, whittling it down to kind of a manageable side. Like I said, you can connect with me on all those channels, but I do always kind of highly suggest people hop on over to the YouTube page, subscribe, hit the bell notifications so that you don't miss any new content going up. Uh, Comment on the videos that you see there, that definitely help. And there you're able to check out all the great guests that we've had on the show so far, all the episodes. So make sure you hop on over there for sure and be a part of, like I said, the family. We definitely want to get you in to the family. It's growing, and just been enjoying the things that are happening with the show. Like I said, I got a lot of great stuff to share with you. Uh, there's something else I feel like I should be. Oh, yes. Like I said, we're always working, like I said, to get great sponsors on the show. Like I said, one of our main sponsors that just came on this year. Let me see where it's at. Yes. Ooh, that was a little high. Let me move that up. Toon Boom. Yes, we just had a fun giveaway with Toon Boom. Toon Boom came on, got behind the show. Is really helping us to push it. Like I said, just super excited to have them on board. If you are an animator, character, artist, or just love Toon Boom, it is a great software where you could do a lot of great 2D animation style stuff. And a lot of the big studios are using Toon Boom. Like I said, it's kind of industry standard if you're doing 2D style animation. So they gave us a couple of licenses to give away. We had a fun giveaway a couple of weeks ago. Raul and Eric won a license of Harmony 21 and a license of Storyboard Pro. So I'm looking forward to hearing, how they're enjoying it. If you happen to check out this episode or come on the episode, drop it into the comments, Raul, Eric, that you got plugged in and everything like that. So looking forward to it. Again, if you are a 2D animator or, Toon Boom lover, you'll definitely appreciate Toon Boom coming on as a sponsor for the show. So we want to thank them for sure. And got a lot of great stuff to, that we're looking forward to in the future, sharing, doing more giveaways and everything like that. Like I said, there's been a lot of great stuff going on with the show that I'm just looking forward to sharing with you. Again, it's just us today, so I'm super excited about just having a casual conversation with you for sure. Also, like I said, as we're bringing on, new sponsors and more corporate sponsors, if you're one of those ones that would love to support the show, we definitely would appreciate that. Hey, I love a great cup of coffee. I love coffee. Who doesn't love a good cup of coffee? You can buy me a coffee, buy me a cup of coffee at buymeacupofcoffee.com/Don Terrell, and you can donate, whatever you see fit. Every little bit helps me to continue to level up the show, make it the best I can possibly make it. So you can do that there for sure. I always like to show, it's always fun, I think, showing kind of the little behind the scenes. That's not behind the scenes, but just shooting around to different camera views so that you can see, kind of how the show is put together, a little setup, eCam, and everybody always asks me how I, kind of put the show together, how I do the graphics and everything, and my whole little setup. In the show links on YouTube, there is a link where you can, I've listed out, you can go over and check out all the equipment that I use for the show, my mic, Scarlett, and everything that I use. And you can purchase if you want, for sure. Again, like I said, I'm super excited to kind of share with you just the fun I had at ComicPalooza. It was such a great experience. And I've been checking out a lot of the posts that, some of the other people are making San Diego comic. Theirs isn't ComicPalooza, it's Comic Con. San Diego Comic Con. And like I said, it looks like they're having some amazing fun there. Like I said, San Diego, that's kind of the big one around. But Houston ComicPalooza is growing. And like I said, last year was great. They had some great guests that came in, a lot of great panels. This year they had, even more guests. I think Terry Crews was there. And Alice Cooper and some other ones were there. It was really good. I didn't get a chance to, listen to Terry Cruz's talk. I would have liked to, but I heard it was pretty good for sure. So again, like I said, if you're just jumping in, this is kind of going to be a wrap up of the ComicPalooza. Sharing what's going on with the Color of Motion, and just us having a good, fun conversation. Another thing I'm super excited about, the website is finally up. Still got some things to add, but it is up. So I'm super excited about it. There you can also check out the show live. So, you can go there, thecolorofmotion.net. I definitely want you to go. Check it out. Let me know, what's working, what may be working, what may not be working. I definitely want to hear from you, get some feedback from you. Kept it pretty simple for the most part. But like I said, it is going to iterate and grow. But again, like I said, you can check it out live. This is live here, where I'm showing, the website. So if you are so inclined, you can watch it from the website at thecolorofmotion.net. Got some guests on, some of the previous guests. The good thing about having, this number of episodes, like I said, 83, I got a lot of pictures to switch out and change out. So hop on over, play around in it. Let me know what you think about it. If there's anything I could add to it. Like I said, it's going to be an iterative process. I haven't plugged in the store yet where you can purchase swag items and things like that, but it's up. After so long, it's up. A little backstory, why I started. Like I said, some of the guests that have been on, you can go check out the channel. Click on the images. You can check out their individual episodes as well. Of course, we got to have the sponsors on there. All the sponsors so far: Toon Boom, Restream, DG Graphics, where you can connect with us. Send me a message. Hey, like I always say, I definitely want to hear from you for sure. So, like I said, the website is up. So go on over to, like I said, thecolorofmotion.net. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And like I said, it's going to be growing for sure from there. So I'm super, super excited about that it's finally up and going. What else? Oh, man, this is just, like I said, so much fun. And I want to show you, like I said, some of the video that I took. I think I may put a longer form uh, more video content in the Buy Me Coffee membership page. So if you sign up for the membership, that's where I want to put like extra content for people that they could check out for sure. But like I said, I shot a lot of video, took a lot of pictures. But like I said, I spent the week kind of going through, trying to whittle it down to a small, manageable size that didn't take up, the whole show. But the video that I did put together is about 7 minutes long, so it's a little long. It's not a quick 2 minute video because there was a lot of stuff uh, that I wanted to show. And it always amazes me the costumes and cosplay that people come to these events dressed up as. And I talk about it in some of the videos. You can see just the care and the quality that people and the time that people put into making these costumes and coming out, and how many people really love comics and the industry. It just amazes me. You see people from all ages, young to old. Um, Another thing that just always blows me away is the amount of crazy talent that's there. It just, you know, you don't like comparing your work to theirs, but you look at theirs, it's like, wow, okay, I got a lot of work to do. So, but I had fun connecting with a lot of the vendors down there and going by the booths and the tables and really talking to some of the artists there about their work, how they got into it, and things like that. Like I said, you can see some of the live video if you go over to the uh, Facebook Color of Motion Facebook group. You can see some of the live video. Also, you can go over, like I said, to Instagram, the Color of Motion on Instagram. You can check out some of the lives that I did. Uh, I didn't put all of it in this video that I'm gonna show you in a little bit here, but like I said, it was an experience because this year I was asked to talk on a couple of panels. So it was an even better experience, going to it this time because I got a chance to really meet other creative podcasters and streamers and content creators and build some great relationships. I plan on having some of them on as guests for sure. And you'll see some of the pictures. I didn't get a chance to record any of the panels. I was mostly live streaming. So like I said, again, if you go over to the Facebook group, the Color of Motion Facebook group and the Color of Motion Instagram, you'll be able to see some of the live clips I did from the panels that I was on. Uh, Next year, I think I'll be a little more prepared as far as how I want to kind of record content and maybe even, I don't know, get a table. I kind of wanted to do a little of what I did this year, just go around the showroom floor, interview, and talk to people, kind of Johnny on the streets type of thing. Um, but next year, I think it'll be a little more structured and a lot better content. Like I said, I did pretty much all of it from my phone. So next year, I'll probably take a more professional camera. Have my computer, a laptop computer, to where I can stream and it just really stream properly. I guess you could say for sure. Again, I want to welcome you to the show, Color of Motion. Get into the comments, holler at me, let me know. Again, if you've been to any Comic Palooza or Comic Con, let me know which one you went to, what your experience was like going to them. Mine's, like I said, this is year 2 of doing it, and I kind of always wanted to go to San Diego Comic Con, and then when I came across the Houston ComicPalooza and started going to that, it really kind of gave me a taste of a little bit of taste. I'm pretty sure San Diego is like 10 times more intense because, like I said, that's the main Comic Con that all the studios go to promote their, upcoming movies, shows, animations, the things that they're working on, all the stars that are promoting, the shows and movies. That's where they go. So San Diego Comic Con is the one to go to, and I'd be curious to know. I guess I'd have to jump on the site. I'm pretty sure by this time the tickets are outrageous to kind of go to and attend. I know my cousin. I have a cousin. He goes to the San Diego Comic Con and likes to dress up and everything. He's into comics as well, and says it's just a fun event. So I want to show, like I said, the video first that I put together of just some of the clips. Like I said, and I'll kind of, comment. I may comment on some sections, but I definitely want you to kind of enjoy the experience that I had down at the event, and just the awe of some of the artists and some of the costumes. So let's take a quick look, kind of stroll through it. Like I said, it's a little long, not crazy long, but 7 minutes goes by quick. But you'll get, like I said, a sense of just the energy that was going on, down there, and not just in the ComicPalooza, but the whole general area where they have it. They have it down at our convention center, which is down on Discovery Green, which is like a park in the middle of downtown. So they had a lot of different events going on. ComicPalooza inside the convention center. And then they had a nice African event going on outside, which I kind of filmed a little bit of. So let's take a quick look at, Houston ComicPalooza 2022. It's a water fountain, like outside. Very fun. And as you can see, like I said, it was a lot of people down there. Beautiful costume. So many people, so many groups, some crazy talented, like I said, people doing work down there, and I had fun just connecting with everybody. My feet were killing me by the end of day one. This guy, that guy there actually worked on the animation. This was the African festival that was going on outside. Some amazing food. And you just gotta love this atmosphere. The people around, they are just so creative with their costumes. You cannot imagine it. It's woman drawing. Nice creator. Some amazing work, as you can see. Yes, doing a live stream. What's your name?
Anna.
Anna. And how long have you been drawing and doing
I've been
comics?
drawing since I was young, but I started doing it full time like in 2018. Yeah.
Okay.
Anna
Let me
does
ask
some
you,
great
because
work.
I do a show called The Color of Motion where I highlight people of color in diverse backgrounds. How have you found it being a woman in the industry? Have you seen a lot? Do you feel like it's growing or?
Definitely growing. I do feel like it's growing. It's getting more diverse, and definitely there are more and more females. I mean, even my friend over there is a female.
Yeah.
Getting more females in the comic community.
Yeah.
But definitely changing and shifting.
Yeah. Now, was that kind of a oddity with your friends growing up that you were into this, or was that kind of the circle that you were kind of?
Actually, I didn't get into comics until 2018.
Okay. Wow.
I never grew up with comics.
Wow.
I'm more of an anime manga person.
Okay.
And I actually had a friend who was local who ran a comic store that taught us, and then they were like, hey, let's try this with your style.
Yeah.
Because they wanted something different and unique, and that was before, they are have more anime
Yeah.
into the industry. So
Yeah.
I was like, let's try it out, and then that's just how I got started.
Awesome.
Down the
Awesome.
rabbit hole.
Awesome. So you can see her beautiful work here.
Yeah, my style is a mix.
Amazing work that Anna does.
Yeah,
She
women
drove 7
in
hours
the industry
from
doing some
Mobile.
amazing work.
Hello. Another amazing artist here.
She
And what
obviously
struck
has
me
an
was it
affinity
was all
for
female.
Female characters.
I don't see any. Are you the artist? I don't see any male characters. Just females. Gotcha. What's your name? Lauren. And how long have you been drawing characters and?
Drawing my whole life, but professionally about 2 years.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, as a woman, drawing female characters, because I've heard, pros and cons on both sides as being sexist the way women are drawn. How is it for you, as a woman artist, drawing female characters like this?
I mean, I definitely get positive and negative. So, it's funny so about, I think 40-50% of my clientele or customers are female.
Yeah.
So what I always try to do is I've always loved pinups, like 40s, 50s pinups, and I love, classic paintings of Venus. They were sexy as
Yeah.
well, showing femininity and beauty. So what I always try to do is give that sort of 40s, 50s poster girl vibe.
Yeah.
But I try to.
Now these people, they make some amazing costumes.
Beautiful piece. Really is.
That's leather and the rivets. They hand nail those rivets in there, but the leather work is just amazing. The way those pieces fit together. And I think she was telling me off and on, it took them about 3 years to do that. I even actually tried on one of their pieces. It was kind of fun, I'm not sure what they called it, but it was a kind of Viking style vest. Really, and you could tell when you put it on the quality of it. The hairs were real. I think they get it from goat hairs. I forget where they said they get the goat hairs from, but it's goat hairs. But the quality of the work is just amazing, and the detail that it's a family thing. family, and it was a family style business. So the quality of the work was just off the chain, and leather work at that. So um, it was wife, her husband, and her two kids. I forget, they're somewhere here in Texas. I think up near Lubbock, somewhere. But just the mastery of the leather work was just, top notch. And I so enjoyed it. They were such great people, and had fun talking with them. The guy kind of reminds me of one of the guys from Duck Hunter Duck that family, the Hunter family. I can't think of the name of the show, but long white beard, just such a great guy. But like I said, the leather work was just crazy, and the detail they put into it. He was showing me stuff on the inside, the detail work on the inside of the vest that I had on, that you won't even see. That type of work. So the quality was just kind of off the chain, for sure. Like I said, just I had such a blast kind of going around talking with just all the different vendors. I think one thing that struck me, which I guess is why you're starting to see a lot more just black Comic Cons, that are kind of more the you know black or people of color Comic Cons, because there weren't a lot. Of course, there weren't a lot of black vendors down there. There were some around, but of course the majority, was white. So I think that's something, and I don't, like I said, I'm not sure how much the booze costs. I know it's a lot, especially if you're traveling to so many of them. Like the last girl I talked to, Laura, uh, she said there were like three or four of them that she was, I think she was going to San Diego after this one. And then there was another one. So there are artists there that's just kind of, they're on the Comic Con circuit, and they're traveling. Like I said, Anna, she drew 7 hours like from Mobile. So, it's a lot. It's a lot going around to these conventions, setting up. And most of them are 2-3 days, and then you're off to the next one. So I know it can be a lot of work doing and putting those together. Again, jump in the comments. Holler at me, because like I said, I want to hear if you've been to a Comic Con before. What your experience was. Like I said, I didn't put in at least this video any other panels. I do have pictures that I'm going to show you that I took also as well, going around the convention, the event, taking pictures that I'm going to show you in a little bit. But there were there weren't, like I said, a lot of black vendors there. Like I said, I talked to a few, but again, the majority of the people there, especially the ones, of course, that had big booths. So they paid some money to kind of get the space, and depending on where they were at, I'm sure that played into it. Location. But they pretty much had it organized rather well. Towards the backside, which you couldn't film, where the celebrities were signing autographs. Of course, I think their official photographer could, but people that were just press people like I was, or part of the press, couldn't really film, because of course you're always going to get those ones that try and snap a quick pic. But they got people down there standing in front of the the booths where the celebrities are signing autographs to kind of deter people from taking pictures because that's how they make their money from, you know, photo ops and stuff like that. But they had some interesting guests. I did see Jackie Earl Haley from The Watchmen, Rorschach from The Watchmen. He was there at his booth signing autographs. Um, who else was down there? Like I said, Terry Crews was down there, Alice Cooper. I didn't see them. Uh, Michael Shanks from Stargate. I must say that last year I think was a little better as far as the celebrities that they had um, than they had this year. I think last year they had pretty much a lot of the cast from The Mandalorian were there. Carl Weathers, Giancarlo Esposito, a couple of the other ones were down there. Kate Sokoloff was down there. So they had a lot of the Mandalorian down there last year. So I think as far as the celebrity guests, I think last year was a little better than this year. So we'll see who they snag for 2023. But as you can see, the turnout, was just crazy amazing. Like I said, I had such fun on the panels that I did. It was such a great experience. Like I said, I'm trying to do more panel, speaking on panels. So it was a great experience. It was a great experience. Like I said, Saturday I spoke on a YouTube panel, and like I said, I have pictures. I do have pictures of the panels that I was on, and the other panelists that I was with. And Sunday was Melanin on the mic. That was the other panel Sunday that I spoke on, and it was just a panelist of people of color, podcasters and streamers on there. We had a lot of Saturday's YouTube. It was just four of us that was on the panel, but Sunday's Melon on the mic. We had to get extra chairs because they must have had like 9 or 10 of us up there talking. But it was such a great experience because I got to meet some other great podcasters that had some amazing shows on talking about comics and pop culture and stuff. It was just fun. Got to meet Ming Chen from Comic Book Men, Kevin Smith's Comic Book Men. He had a panel just before ours Saturday or Sunday. Just before ours Sunday, he had a panel. Well, he was there the whole weekend, so he had a bunch of panels, podcast panels. But got a chance to catch the end of his and got a chance to connect with him. So looking forward, Ming, if you're watching this, if you catch this episode, definitely want to get you on the show, have you on. But it was great connecting with Ming, meeting him, talking with him, and having him, look to be on the show. So for that. So let's look at some of the pictures. Like I said, it was just so much going on. It's really kind of hard to take in all of that. And like I said, I can only imagine how it is for the vendors and the people that, not the attendees, but the vendors that they have to be there all day, for the most part, all the days that it's going on. Like I said, ComicPalooza really is only 2 days, but they did a 3-day. They did like a Friday night bash to kick it off, but I didn't attend that. And then it's Saturday and Sunday. So I can only imagine how it is, having to attend and be there and everything. I'm not sure if the stars, the celebrities, are there through the whole thing. I don't think they. I think they just come in for their appearance, and then they're pretty much done. I don't know, but like I said, it's it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. There's a lot of people there, and if you're not used to being around all those people and just being in that type of environment, it can be a little bit overwhelming for sure. I liken it to kind of like almost, not exactly, of course, without the alcohol so much, but Mardi Gras. It's just, really packed with people, so. But it's a great atmosphere. Like I said, it's such a fun atmosphere, and just connecting with all the different characters, you could say, and people really enjoy dressing up. I think I would like to try it, and it, like I said, you get a sense of. I got a sense of it when I tried on that kind of Viking vest, because you get into this other character, and you get out of yourself, and so I get how cosplay and really dressing up um, can really make you feel. Uh, hey, wow, that's really big. Let me says that down. Hey, Facebook user, I have a feeling this is Carringer. I'm not on Facebook. Let me know, Carringer, if that's you. I'm not on Facebook, so at least haven't checked it out. So I'm not sure who the post may be from. I'm assuming it might be you, Carringer. Do you have a YOLO box? You'll have to explain to me what a YOLO box is. I do not know what a YOLO box is. So, Facebook user, which, like I said, could be Carringer, let me know what a YOLO box is, and I'll let you know. Since I don't know what it is, more than likely, I don't have a YOLO box. So, but as I was saying, the event was just such a fun event. And I'm so looking forward to next year's event for sure. It definitely, like I said, looking forward to trying to maybe do San Diego. Like I said, that's such a big event. I hear it's kind of hard to get into, and I don't know, maybe because the ticket prices are really, they're probably much higher than the average other, all the other, Comic Cons around. I'm pretty sure there's some other big ones, but there is none bigger than San Diego. I guess that's the main one I know of. And if you've been to a Comic Con, let me know which one you have. I know from just some of the guests. There's a few great ones in Atlanta. I know Marcus Williams was talking about some of the ones he's been to in Atlanta. Of course, New York has some great Comic Cons that way. And I'm pretty sure Florida has some great Comic Cons as well. Like I said, there's Comic Cons going on all over the place. And some are bigger than others, of course. So I definitely love to hear what your experience at some of the Comic Cons have been, if you've been to any, for sure. Like I said, I took so many uh, photos and video of just the event. It was, like I said, and I didn't even stay like all day. I think I stayed half a day Saturday, and maybe even less on Sunday. I know Sundays, that's the last day, so they're pretty much kind of, really looking forward to kind of getting it out of there and kind of putting things away. But even then, the energy was really high. We had a great turnout for both my panels. Had a really good turnout. The panel Sunday, um, I was surprised. The turnout was really good because it was early in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning. So that was kind of early. I know when I got there, you know, people were just still trickling in. It really wasn't, the place really wasn't packed because they were, like I said, it was early in the morning. And I know I caught, like I said, Ming Chen's podcast. I think theirs was on podcasting, a podcasting show. Theirs was just before ours at 10 o'clock. And so that was like really early, in the morning for the most part. And they had a small audience in there, not a lot. And this year, they did it differently than last year. Last year, they had the panels down on the showroom floor. This year, they took them upstairs into a lot of the event rooms, which on one hand was good because you didn't have to, talk really loud and worry about the hustle and bustle of everybody walking around the showroom floor and all the stuff that was going on around the showroom floor. I thought on the one hand it was good for that, but then on the other hand, people had to find the room. So, I like the room better than being on the showroom floor. I think they just need to kind of advertise it a little bit more, a little bit better. And like I said, this was their first year doing that, so I'm pretty sure next year they're gonna, see what worked, what didn't work, and work out all the kinks of everything that they tried this year. I know another thing that kind of it was funny because it was false alarm, but the alarm went off during our panel Sunday. Melanin on the mic, the fire alarm went off, so they had to evacuate everybody. And I think it was probably somebody that just pulled the fire alarm, or it was some kind of prank because it wasn't any fire or anything like that. And then a few minutes later, they were letting people back in. So I obviously was a false alarm, but it really did kind of eat into our panel. Like I said, we were pretty much done. We were kind of like on the last 10 minutes of the panel, but definitely a coincidence that it went off during our panel. It was funny. We had a lot of fun. Me and the other panelists on Sunday, Melanin on the mic, we had a lot of fun. And even Saturday's panel, it was fun. So, like I said, and I'm going to go through the videos, or the pictures I took. Like I said, the people really take the effort to really make a lot of great costumes. That's what I really love about ComicPalooza and Comic Cons. It's just people really get into the characters that they dress up as, and you can tell they really take a lot of time and effort to really get into character. Like I said, these were two ladies that were sitting off to the side up against the wall as I was coming in. That really struck me. They look like twins, for sure. But I thought it was a great picture. They had great costumes, so it was fun. This was Ming Ching's panel just before ours. Like I said, they had a fairly good turnout. And this is Ming. Wow, you can't see my cursor, but Ming is the second one on the right, from Comic Book Men. He has a great podcast that he does. I think it's topical. I don't think it's strictly comics because he talks about other things as well. But he's a big obviously big comic book fan, and he's comes every year, and has a table every year at Houston ComicPalooza. I think he has some connection or here in Houston, so that's why he loves coming to Houston ComicPalooza. This was our YouTube. This was the YouTube panel that I was on. Like I said, a lot of great guests or panelists, YouTubers, and had some great questions. Of course, people just wanting to know how they can get started and just, how it was to create content. So that was, like I said, us four on the YouTube. So you want to be a YouTuber panel Saturday that we did. Here's Ming Ching, Ming Chen. Great, like I said, funny guy, really funny guy. But we had a great conversation. Had a chance to connect with him. Like I said, looking forward to getting him on the show. He said he would love to come on the show. So definitely going to be reaching out to him to bring him on the show. I used to watch Comic Book Men when it came on, mostly because it came on right after Walking Dead. So they got a really good time slot for sure. So it was either before or after. I think it was after. Or no, I think it was before Comic Book Men or Walking Dead. So they got a really good time slot. Yeah, they got it. But I used to love watching this show because I thought it was funny. Yeah, I thought it was really funny. Those guys. But he is a serious podcaster. Ming is, and so like I said, big comic book fan, of course. So looking forward to getting Ming on the show for sure. Like I said, some great costumes that people just put together. I don't know how she did those wings, but this was great. These were great costumes. Of course, you saw a lot of Mandalorians, a lot of Boba Fett's, of course, a lot of Spider-Man walking around. But it's just a good, fun family that stopped to pose. Like I said, you saw a lot of Boba Fett, Mandalorian style characters for sure. These were great. I think a husband and wife, but definitely great costumes for sure. And you can tell they are big fans for sure. So, had a Captain America. He was a good guy. He was a fun guy too. Great costume as well. This guy was walking around the whole place. That was just a weird costume. And I think he was on some kind of stilts. Yeah, I think he had on some stilts. Yeah, on those feet. Definitely a great costume, though. These were some great ones as well. Another Mandalorian with his baby Yoda. Great lightsaber, too. Captain Jack. He looked pretty good, too. He, like I said, he almost looked like Johnny Depp. And I was telling him that. I was like, man, you ought to be a double for him because you kind of look like him pretty, really good. So, but really fun guy as well. That might have been alcohol that he had in there. He was really funny too. But great costumes. Him and his family there. Some great costumes for sure. This is a vendor, Pecos Pete's, serving iced tea and drinks. They come every year. But if you buy a mug, you can drink for free. You just come back and get free refills. So I got a mug last year. I should have brought it in here to show you. But nice. Well, it not just tea, but they have root beer and all other kinds of, like I said, teas and drinks. But like I said, if you get one of those big, they have a big barrel mug that you can buy, and like I said, you can just come back and refill it, you know, all day. I don't know if you drink that much, but I think I got maybe two. So they were dressed up really great for sure. Elf and a Ghostbuster. So like I said, you see some, you're just impressed that people care that much about comics and just movies and characters that they would dress up, and some really good, but just dress up and really get into character. Like I said, I got a taste of it when Mr. Mario and his cute little daughter there, Princess, they were kind enough to pose for sure. I got a little taste of it, like I said, when I tried on that vest. Like I said, you just immediately kind of get, you kind of step out of yourself and kind of get into character. So I can imagine being in a full costume, just really getting into it, or something like this. This guy here, great, great get up. I don't know how that works. you know, he's got to have some controllers on the inside because I don't think he's that tall. Maybe, but I don't think he is. But yeah, that like I said, that costume there is just amazing for sure. Um, they had, of course, these Star Wars stormtroopers walking around. They had one of these last year. Um, Snow droid from Empire Strikes Back, going around the showroom. So that was fun. Like I said, catching them. Here they come, procession of them, Imperial stormtroopers. Now this one was amazing. She actually made that costume. She didn't buy it. She made it. Just amazing makeup and costume. So that's why I say, when you talk to some people and see the amount of work, like some, of course, some buy the costume and stuff like that. But for the most part, a lot of them build them, put them together and kind of build them, And, I was talking to her and she actually made that outfit, sewed that outfit. Just incredible, incredible work. It was, like I said, just mind blowing. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm doing a recap of my experience at ComicPalooza. I showed some of the video that I shot earlier, just a little bit ago. Now, kind of going through the pictures that I took. And I was just saying that this lady here, she made that outfit. She sewed that outfit. So that, like it says in and of itself, the skill she has and the passion that she has for, just the space, because she took the time to build that amazing costume. I'm telling you, just outstanding work. Outstanding work. So jump into the comments. Like I said, let me know. Like I said, again, if you've been to a Comic-Con before, what your experience is. But just definitely get engaged, because I definitely would love to hear from you. This was outside the event in Discovery Green. Like I said, if you just saw the video I played, they had an African event that was going on just across the way that I went over to. Some young African dancers, and some awesome food too, African food. This was a guy I caught just as I was happened to snap his picture as I was waiting to go into my panel discussion. He was kind of getting himself together before he went down to the showroom. But I thought it was a striking costume, like I said. And he was telling me that he was putting on this kind of, as you can see, kind of corset thing that he's got on. And he had a tail that he stopped by. I was sitting charging my phone, and he came up and stood by me, kind of fixing his costume, and he had a tail section that he was putting on. And I was telling him, I said, "Man, that's a lot of a lot of work putting that on there." And he was saying, "Yeah, this is not nearly what I, would normally put on, or like last year." So I guess even his setup before was like even more intricate and involved. But such a great costume, though. I thought, you know. This was our panel, Melanin on the Mic panel. Like I said, as you can see, we had a lot of panelists on there, but a couple of them have shows together. The three on the far left, they all have a show together. The two in the middle, one with the afro and the bald gentleman, they have a show together. And then the lady next to me, she has a great show. And like I said, I'm going to reach out to some of them to have them on the show because, like I said, we just had such a fun time sitting up there talking, discussing, shows. There she is again. She has a show called Mixed, Blended Mixed. Blurred Co-Mixed. Blurred Co-Mixed, because she's a mixed descent. But she's a fun lady as well. So I'm looking forward to having her on the show as well. But we had a great time sitting next to each other for sure. Here we are, just chopping it up, having a great time. Like I said, I think next year, for sure, I'm gonna take, because I did last year. I took my streaming camera. I took my professional DSLR camera down there and was taking videos and pictures. This year I didn't. I did everything from my phone, and I didn't like the way the images just didn't come out like I would love for them to high quality. So definitely next year is going to have a much better quality of photos, because I'm going to, like I said, take my professional camera down for sure. This was the moderator of the panels. And it was interesting. He put together, great guy too. Look forward to having him on. If you catch he just joined our Facebook group, and I just connected with him. So if you're catching the episode, looking forward to next year, and definitely looking forward to having you on the show. But I know he was saying he works with Comic Con, and he was the one that kind of put the panels together, and was kind of managing and moderating. He moderated our panel, but he was saying as he was putting the panels together, he noticed that there wasn't any black, a lot of black panelists on there. So that's why he decided to do like the Melanin on the Mic panel. Because it just wasn't diverse down there. And that's what I was saying about a lot of the vendors down there. While you saw a few sprinkled here and there, like I said, you saw in the videos, I talked to some some women that were down there, but the majority of them, of course, were white males. So I think they need to work a lot more as far as, of course, the diversity goes, and really getting creators of color down there. And again, I'm not sure if it's because of the price, just the pricing of it, and they're making it so high that you can't afford to go down. I can only imagine what San Diego Comic Con is, because I know they got to be charging an arm and a leg to be a vendor down there. Depending on, like I said, what size space you get. And I should have asked Lauren, uh, because she was going to San Diego Comic Con. So I should have asked her, how much price difference the panels or the booths were, just between San Diego and Houston ComicPalooza and some of the other Comic Cons that she attends. Because, like I said, since San Diego is the comic convention, everybody, when you say comic convention, most people will say San Diego Comic Con. Because, like I said, that's where all the studios go to promote their shows. That's where all the stars go to promote the movies that they're doing and that they're in. I can only imagine, I would imagine that, they're charging premium prices for booze to be a vendor down there and stuff. Because I'm pretty sure they're charging premium prices for tickets into San Diego Comic Con. I need to jump on their website just to see how much they are going for to get into San Diego Comic Con, because it is such a big, big event. But he did a great job. Crimson, you did a great job. So looking forward to coming back and being on another panel next year. Definitely looking forward to having you on the show. Of course, they have some photo op places that you can take photos. This was a great Comic Palooza panel where I took a photo at. My good friend Janu, she did a panel after ours, podcasting. She's with Pod Houston. Ozio DeBasto, my boy Ozio. He wasn't able to make it this year, but he they had a panel, Pod Houston, a couple of their members, a few of their members, and Janu moderated it. So did a great job, had fun, supported Pod Houston. They're a great group to be a part of if you're interested in being a podcaster, for sure. So we had fun. My stormtrooper buddy there. Like I said, I had fun taking pictures and taking videos and just, like I said, interacting with everybody. As you can see, I had a little fun here with him, giving that stormtrooper a beat down. So it was fun. Like I said, the whole event was just, it was just fun. And that's about the best way that you can describe it. And you have to be a true kind of fan of it to really kind of appreciate not only the atmosphere, but the people down there, the costumes, like I said. People really take pride in the costumes that they make, in the stuff that they sell. Like I said, and it amazes me, but then again, doesn't, because I would expect that. But it just amazes me the amount of just talented people that are just, that's what they do. They're not real big, but they're crazy talented, and they're trying to make a living selling their product, selling their artwork, selling their comic books, selling their, like I said, costumes. I can only imagine. Like I said, I was talking with the family that did the kind of like Viking outfit that you saw in the video that I was trying on. And I was asking them, okay, is this, you know, do you just make this for theater, or is your like big customer base theater, or things like this, cosplay type things, or and she was telling me it varies. They do have work that they do for the theater. They do a lot of stuff for the Renaissance Festival here in town, and I'm sure a lot of other places have Renaissance festivals as well. But they have a lot of their customer bases for Renaissance Festival, and she said there's even a portion of people that just love the outfit. And they just love wearing the outfit. And like I said, the quality of the work was just amazing. So you could tell that people would really, get into that. I forgot to ask her how much that suit, that leather suit that I was showing off in the video, how much that was, because I'm pretty sure that probably went for a good little penny, because like I said, the leather work was just exquisite, and like I said, all the leather pieces had little rivets that held them in place that she said were hand hammered. So like I said, it was just, you have to be in awe of the talent that goes into a lot of the work that just you see there. And so overall, the experience was just an amazing experience, and I can't highly suggest enough people attend. If you're into comics, cartoons, that type of thing, it's something that you should, go check out, be a part of. Like I said, my first time last year was an interesting experience because I'd never been to a comic con, or been a part of it, and it was something that I always wanted to attend. So it was just a great experience. I think maybe one time I may try it as a on the cosplay. Well, maybe not cosplay, but or at least because they have a contest down there for cosplay contest. But it would be, I think, be nice to try and go down dressed up, just in a cosplay, just just to get into the spirit of Comic Palooza. Of course, there were a lot of people that weren't, but that's what people come down there for. They come down to get dressed up, to get into character, to really have fun. Like I said, they had a lot of things going on. They had in one area, it was a little packed for me to get pictures and stuff, but they had like a medieval style jousting event there. Of course, they had characters walking around that you could take pictures of and take pictures with. Some of them I didn't put up, but definitely will try and put them up in the private membership content. Hopefully, where people go to check it out as well. But like I said, I have to say it was just a fun time. It was a fun time that was had, and I'm again looking forward to next year, and just having a blast next year. Looking forward to being on panels, being on some more panels. For me, like I said, that was something that I also wanted to do more of. Speaking on panels, I need to take a sip. Uh, Speaking on more panels, so it was a great experience doing that, and looking forward to really jumping into it a little deeper next year. Like I said, I'm hoping to maybe have a table. I'm definitely wanting to live stream the show, like I'm doing here with the setup and everything next year. So taking a laptop down there, taking my laptop down there, really setting up, getting kind of a space, hopefully getting, excuse me, a hand mic. Like I said, the audio, because I was doing it from my phone, the audio wasn't the best. So hopefully getting some good mics that I can interview people and get some really good audio to go along with the video that I'll be shooting. So again, like the show, it's an iterative process. You work on it, you make it better. So definitely remote broadcasting the show is something that I want to work on to get better at and do. So definitely any feedback, any insight you want to share, I definitely would be open to hearing more about it. Like I said, kind of wrap it up, but this was again a fun episode to do. Had such a great time and definitely enjoyed bringing you along on the ride for sure. Again, like I said, I want to make next year a little more immersive and a little more inclusive with the guests and everything. So it's gonna be good. Again, the people I met were just amazing. One of the guys on the YouTube panel has a great YouTube show that he does. It's kind of like Wonder Years style, where he's talking over old videos that his dad shot. Because his dad was really into games, video games, and so he was always taking video when he was a kid, shooting video. So he's doing like he pulled all those old videos and is just doing a talk over of just kind of like I said, Wonder Years style. Great show. I'll put that in the show note. All this information will be in the show notes. Again, this was fun, a fun episode. Wow, like I said, it goes by so quick. It's already an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes into this show. Just it goes by just too quick. But this was a fun episode to kind of put together. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed some of the live streams I did down there. Hope you check them out. Hope you check out this episode because it was fun putting it together. But I had a blast down at Houston ComicPalooza. And again, I'm just so looking forward to having on some of the people that I met. Looking forward to next year for sure. So I want to thank everybody. Like I said, this was a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody again that always comes on, tunes in, checks it out. I know a lot of people will check it out on the replay. Make sure you do because there's a lot of great content in there. Again, I'll be putting in the show notes, some of the stuff that I mentioned here today on this episode. You can find in the show notes on the YouTube channel for sure. But look out for some great guests, some more exciting things going on. Again, like I said, with the show, make sure, like I told you at the beginning, the website is up. You can go over there, thecolorofmotion.net. Check out the website. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Again, I'm still adding things to it. The shopping cart isn't hooked up, or the store isn't hooked up yet. Cause I'm still working to get different swag items in, but that's going to be coming soon. But you can definitely check out the episodes live there on the website if you're not checking it out on YouTube or LinkedIn or on Facebook. Hop on over to the website and check out the show there. I'm super excited about that. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. It was fun. Looking forward to next year, like I said, for sure. Make sure that you tune in next week because, hey, I'm expecting a great guest next week for sure. Looking forward to having on my very special guest and friend, Daniela Uche Oji, freelance digital designer. She does some amazing work as well. So make sure that you tune in next week because we're going to be back at it, bringing in some very special guests. I do so enjoy, like I said, these solo kind of things. I'm trying to kind of mix it up here and there. This one just kind of worked out relatively well because the guest I had originally scheduled for today, something came up and they ended up scheduling in another few weeks. So they'll be on in a couple of weeks. The guest that was originally supposed to be scheduled for today. So it just so happened that I had to attend ComicPalooza last week, and so I had this free open weekend show. So I said, well, let's do a wrap up. Let me share some of the video, some of the photos that I took, and announce, like I said, the website, and just do a solo show. So I kind of like mixing it in with these little solo episodes. It kind of gives a break from having to have guests on every week. But I hope you got some value out of this. I hope you got some enjoyment out of it and entertainment out of it as well. Again, make sure that you tune in next week for Daniela because it's going to be a great episode for sure. Well, with that, gotta call this one in the can and a wrap for sure. But like I said, I so enjoyed bringing it to you as always. I love the color of motion. Man, I love this show and I love putting it together. And I love you, the viewers that make it possible. With that, hey, we're gonna call this one done. I will see you same bat time, same bat channel next week. Cheers, everyone.